According to psychology, shame is one of the strongest emotions, quietly shaping human behavior. Shame says, something is wrong with me. When shame stays with us for years, it slowly begins limiting life in ways we do not always notice. For example, you want to post a video, you recording it, actually even liking it, and then suddenly you're changing your mind and you stop yourself. It's begin like, what if people judge me? What if I'm not good enough? Uh, what if I embarrass myself? What if my elder Muslim neighbor think about that? What if my family or someone want to change their career, go to school, start a business, or go to gym? Finally, speaking up at the meeting, yet they stay stuck thinking, what if I fail? What if people think I'm too old? Or they think anything, they think badly of me. At the times, shame feels like fear. At the times, shame feels like perfectionism, trying too hard to not disappoint people, um, overthinking, constantly needing approval of others, or someone stays in relationship that doesn't feel healthy anymore, um, not because they are happy to stay, but because somewhere deep inside there is a fear of judgment, fear of what if I stay alone? What if I never meet someone? What if people think of me or my family? According to psychology, shame begins much earlier than adulthood, sometimes through criticism, bullying, embarrassing, feeling emotionally unseen, or hearing things as a child like, look at that girl, how she's quietly sitting, and why don't you also, or look at the boy, how he's doing well, and look at you, or saying stop crying, or don't embarrass me, or what will people think of me. So this will be my gentle reminder for parents, for families, and for adults around children. Children there may be small in age, but still developing personalities, and they're still learning themselves. When children constantly feel small, criticized, compared, embarrassed, not respected as little individuals with their own personalities, their own emotions, they may begin feeling small, unseen, not enough. Sometimes what looks like childhood, it doesn't stay in childhood. It actually quietly follows people into adulthood, into relationship, self-confidence, self-worth, the ability to speak up, and the ability to show up to the world as themselves. The fear of being judged. Over time, those voices become our inner voice. This is why people apologize too much, hide parts of themselves, or stay silent even when they have something meaningful to say, or pretend everything is okay while struggling inside. And perhaps this is what shame does, making people to feel smaller than they truly are, less confident, more doubtful, afraid of to take space. When in reality, many people were never lacking potential. They were simply carrying too much shame. At the same time, removing shame does not mean we stop thinking wisely about what to say and what not to say or how to act. Balance still matters, of course. Example, in business, in office environment, we still think professionally about communication and boundaries. In some countries, some families or communities, values are shaped, reserved differently. So removing shame It doesn't mean like you are ignoring respect, culture, or social awareness. It simply means learning the difference between um, healthy awareness and constantly shrinking yourself out of fear of judgment. And in therapy, the more people speak openly about things that they usually try to hide, or they, they feel embarrassed to share, to say, their fears, insecurities, normally things that they keep inside. The more clearly they often begin to share, they usually begin seeing themselves. After all, they are for the therapy to receive the help. By opening ourselves up first to ourselves, then to the world, we actually start seeing the parts of ourselves that we try to hide, forgot, or never fully allowed to exist. And perhaps many people were never lacking confidence, they were simply carrying too much shame. Just imagine if shame became quieter. How many things you might try, new opportunities, new chances, different way of thinking, speaking up more freely, making choices that actually fit your life, your values, and who you are. Just imagine how many things feel possible. You see me move, you feel the pull. A quiet one that makes you full. You try to act like you're so cool, but I'm the wave you cannot rule. No rush, no fight, just a sway on my side. Your heartbeat's crashing like a rising tide. You think you're steady, but you're open wide. One sway from me and there's no place to hide.